Hey everybody, thanks again for joining my YouTube channel. As I mentioned before, this channel is really to just help you with career tips, also help you with starting your business, but also give you some insight to what I do as far as my small business that I run, which is the coconut stick, and how I got started and what it took. So in today's video, I want to just discuss the 7 steps to start an Airbnb business. And with those 7 steps, it's super important to think of what you want out of your Airbnb business. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, man, I need a lot of startup capital. But believe it or not, I'm going to be explaining to you right now how to do that. And how you do that specifically comes with being able to understand and leverage each step. So first step, number one, is to make an LLC. After you make your LLC, that's what's really going to propel you to be able to move forward with getting your business. For instance, LLC for my Airbnbs is Deluxe Entities, which we are an investment company. So that allows us to go to renters or apartment complexes and explain to them our business model of being investors that invest in rental properties and apartment complexes. And so then step two, what you're going to want to do is go get limited liability insurance. And you don't have to get super expensive. They have very reasonable priced liability insurance where you literally won't have to pay an arm and a leg. But after you get that limited liability insurance, now you're going to go get on Zillow or apartments.com or look up any place that showcases homes for rent or apartments for rent. But the super important part here about, as I mentioned, not a whole lot of startup capital is because, of course, it takes money to make an LLC, takes money to get your liability insurance. And of course, it's going to take money to get, the renter's first month and things like that. But the nice part about this is if you have your LLC, limited liability insurance, and you start calling and booking appointments to find out, what you can do is then go into step three, as I mentioned, and actually find out, from apartment complexes that are 1 or 2 studio, and see if you can book an appointment to get a house or an apartment. So after you get to step three, step four, is you're going to actually get on the phone and, be calling as much as you can to more places and book more appointments. And really the important part for step five is to make sure after you've got somebody on the books that you can pretty much help them understand what you're looking for and what you need as far as payments wise. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, man, this could be a couple $1,000s. If you don't have the startup capital to get it going, the easiest thing to do is to actually start your LLC. And before you even get business insurance, what you can do is start to make net 30 accounts. And with your net 30 accounts, in 60 to 90 days after you paid off those net 30 accounts that you've taken from your business, what it's going to be able to do is actually open the door for you to leverage a loan against your business, because your business credit score is different and not attached to your own credit score. So this is actually something that I did myself, was waited till my actual business credit score got better and then took out a higher loan to pay for the startup of the Airbnb business. And that's a best way to think about this is also thinking like, if you need to take $10,000 out or even 20, because now you've called and have multiple places that are ready to book you. If you take that 20,000 out and you have, we'll just say 3 places at $1,000 for rent, now you've already just paid the first month, or we'll just say the first month. So now you have $3,000 out of that 20 on top of, at a minimum payment for a $20,000 loan, it might be $300 or $400 or, 500 at max. With that being said, you have now 4 expenses, because with those 4 expenses, your 3 apartments and your loan, you still have more capital left over against what you would actually make off of your Airbnbs. So that's the other nice part, is like, now that you have 3, you can now actually leverage paying off not only that loan every month with these 3 rental properties, but you can actually leverage what money comes in off of those homes to pay yourself as well over time. So those are going to be the steps to pretty much start an Airbnb business. I hope that was really helpful. Again, like I mentioned, I'm here to help you guys understand tips, career advice, and other things that I've done in my past or are currently doing to help me leverage making more money, because making money is not easy.